Sometimes it's very difficult to tell if you have alopecia or what stage of alopecia that you're in or you're experiencing. And I'm here to help you with that. There are about 4 specific stages when you kind of look at alopecia areata. And alopecia areata just means that you have little small circles that show up on the scalp, and there's no hair growing in that little small circle. It's very different, of course, than the androgenic type, which eventually all of the hair over the top of the head eventually comes out. But with alopecia areata, you have one small circle. Eventually that circle will grow and expand, and over time, you may get another small circle. And as that circle starts to grow and expand, they will grow into each other. So the first stage is when you have a singular area of baldness or singular bald spot that's on the scalp. That's your stage 1 for alopecia areata. Stage 2 would be when you see 2 or 3 areas on the scalp that have bald spots, and that means you have multiple bald spots on the scalp. As those bald spots start to increase and more hair starts to come out in that area, it looks like that bald spot will start to expand. So as you're losing more and more hair, those bald spots will start to grow into each other, meaning that the little small spots that were separated at one point, now they're much bigger and they're touching each other and starting to take up more of the scalp, making more of the scalp become bald at that point. That's your second and your third phase. One thing that people that have alopecia areata have noticed and reported is that they start to sometimes lose hair on other parts of their bodies. So you will see people that have a spot on their leg where they had hair on their leg, or they had hair up under their arms. Those things like that you don't really talk about as much, but you still tend to lose that hair on the body, not just on the scalp, but it can be on other parts of the body. In the end stage, of course, there's a alopecia called alopecia totalis, which is when you lose all of the hair all over your entire body. So your eyebrows, many people will lose their eyebrows, they'll lose their mustache and beard, so it can affect the entire body. I hope that this was helpful to you. If it's the early stages of alopecia, we always recommend that you start treating as early as possible. We offer what's called the Dr. TopicOils Nutritive Scalp Elixir. You can buy that along with a derma roller. We'll link it down below for you to pick up, to start using on your hair to get your bald spots to come in. Also, for people that have thinning hair, if you have curly hair and you're finding that it's getting thin, Alopecia Repair Balm. We'll also link that for you as well. Again, thank you so much for your time. This is Dr. Dwella Moten Nelson, your healthy scalp specialist.